Hey, do I look like a church girl? Well, because I want to talk about church today. And what do you think a church girl should look like? Heads covered hair, covered bodies, and all of that, right? Well, that is by the way. Today I want to gist you guys something like, see, my people, I walked out in church. I walked myself out. How do I say now? I walked out during church service. And this is the real G. This is how everything, this is how it started. Someone like me, as you see me, so body sabi prepare me. If I'm in church and it's taking my whole time. And some people will be like, but David said, I was glad when they said to me, let's go to the house of the Lord. Yes, so I'm always glad, I'm always excited. But when it seems as if I'm taking 10 hours in church, I know they fake 'em. I'll just walk out. But the point is, I didn't even know how to walk out because imagine everywhere is solemn, everywhere is quiet, everywhere is nobody's talking, the message is woo. I just stand up to go. They will say you get demon now. But that is our story for today. Let me start from the beginning of the beginning. Well, guys, this is creative experience, and all we do here is to share experiences that happen to me around the world or anywhere that can actually have something to teach us. I have a lesson for this story, by the way. It's not like I just walked out and that is just it. There's a lesson for it. Now, a friend of mine invited me for a child dedication in church. Wow, I love things like that. And of course, I was not present in my own church. I needed to attend this child dedication because, see, guys, sometimes you need to give respect and honor to whom it's due. So I said, okay, today I'm going to go to my friend's church. So I prepared myself, and guess what? I think I took time. I normally my church service starts by 8, but I don't know when this church service starts. Okay, before that, this family friend told me that the service will end by 12. Okay, let's say from 10 to 12 and other things. I said, okay, no wala. What I did was I prepared myself and I just said, okay, by 10 o'clock I should start going. I think I left my house around after 9. So as I left, got my found my way to the church. When I got to the church, guess what happened? They were still singing praise, special number rendered by the choir. No wahala. That is the part of service I used to like. Before that, guess what? It was testimony time. Testimony took 1 hour. Guys, I'm not capping that. I'm serious. Testimony was 1 hour. There wasn't qualms because the testimonies were like sincerely you would want to vibe. They were just so amazing out of this world. See testimonies that look like fake, testimonies that, but you see the goodness of God. Understand? People were sharing the testimonies and all of that. And one thing, okay, that one aside. After the testimony, then it was now time for some other special activities. Almost at this time it was already like after 12, and I went there like around after 9. I stayed though after 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's start 9, 10, 11, 12. That was 3 hours. Oh God. Then another activity came up, like deliverance activity, took like almost 30 to 1 hour. That's 1 o'clock, right? Then the pastor now began to preach by 2. To be sincere, I became very impatient. Why? You would wonder, this is the house of God. You should enjoy everything. Let's be sincere. Don't you get tired at times in church? Maybe in the comment section, let's talk. You don't get tired at times in church. At times, some activities just get tired, like just want to go on, right? I was already tired. That is the truth. And for me, the ones that interest me, I love the message. But at that moment, I had the visitor that was going to visit me by 3. And it's already after 2. I say, what will I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? God. I sat down there like a good girl. But you know what I did? I started packing my things small, small. My Bible and other things. Okay, Bible. Another gist for another day. I didn't carry Bible to church. I'll gist you guys. Let's continue. So I have packed my things. I and I was like, God, how do I stand up? And guess what? When I get to the church, they carry me to the front seat. I was supposed to sit at the back, but I went to sit in front. So how do you stand up and walk from that front to the back to leave the church? Because you have some other things to attend to. I said, Jesus, me, I cannot stay. I'm really tired. I love the message. I love the word. I love God things. But as I stood there, at a point, I said, no, 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 no. I cannot continue this. I carried my bag. I stood up. My dear, I walked out. I walked out. And some persons came to me like ushers and like, man, this is not how we used to start our service. We had a combined service. And I said, oh yeah, I know, but I have something to attend to. I had to go. That was aside. The second one was the issue of Bible. See, in this analog, I mean, in this digital 21st century that we are, my Bible is in my phone. I know they hide them. I don't carry print Bible. I carry my digital Bible. So when I got to the church, obviously everybody was carrying the Bible, their print Bible. I look as if I was a sinner. I did not carry Bible to church. Gave me Bible. They gave me someone's Bible. And I collected the Bible, but I was not used to it, kind of. So I still use my print Bible. Sorry, my analog, my digital Bible. At the end of the day, while I was rushing out of the church, they were like, Madam, please, I hope you kept the Bible. I said, yes, I dropped it on the chair where I sat. It's there and all of that. So I now left. Now, this is a story. I want to talk about something. The religious mindset. The religious mindset that we find ourselves in Nigeria or in Christianity. Number one, please, I'm not saying this thing to debase any church or debase anybody, but I'm trying to say that we should actually try to be up to date with the trends and happenings that happen. Number one, if somebody is carrying a digital Bible, it doesn't mean that the person is less spiritual. For crying out loud, print was something that was in vogue at a particular point, at a particular time. But as it stands now, print Bible is still okay. Some of us cannot even read from the print Bible. For example, the woman that sat close to me, they gave her the hymn book. She couldn't read. I noticed that she was straining. She was having struggling with her eyes. So she didn't even open anything, print. But when she hold her phone, she can read from it. So don't judge people because they did not carry Bible to church. They are the worst sinners. These people are not spiritual. My dear, I don't carry Prince Bible to church. I have a lot of them. Like I don't carry. I prefer my digital Bible. Yeah, I get the fact that people feel like, oh, you can be pressing your phone in church, going on apps like your Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, it's true. But it's basically about discipline. You can still carry the print Bible. Put your phone inside, I've seen, and people will still be pressing it. So this is basically a thing of personal relationship, right? A thing of personal relationship. So the next one is the fact that spending too much time in church does not make it so spiritual. I am not against in the David says, let's go to the house of the Lord. It is where he prefers to stay and all of that. But let's be real here. You're spending, I'm sure that safe there by 7 o'clock. I didn't go by 7. It starts that early, 7 or 8. And as at 3 o'clock, they have not even shake body as if they want to close. My dear, there are a lot of people that need to attend to other things. And if you see them walking out of the church, it's not because they hate your church or they hate service, because it has eaten into other times. And you have to go, you have to do some other things too. So I think at this point, some churches that stay those kind of hours, but see my church, we stay as sometimes when they prepare me, and there are activities I enjoy in church. It's not every activity. I don't pretend here. I'm saying there are things like praise and worship, testimony, the word. I love the word, especially when it's given, directly talking to me, right? Some other things are just extra things we need to use to fill in the space in church, right? Bibles like Sunday school too, I enjoy it. But then if to stay 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in church on a Sunday, please, for me, I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Guys, let's see in the comment section and let's talk about this. For me, it's too much. 8 hours in church, 6 hours in church. And still, if we think that is what makes spirituality, why are we still the way we are? Why is it that value is almost minus zero in Nigeria? There is no value for education, there's no value for a lot of things. We are just living anyhow. People don't even obey rules. So do you really think it's about value? It's about the number of hours we spend in church? Can we talk about this in the comments? Because I don't grab this to know me. Once I stay plenty for time, hours are going, but if they prepare me, I will not be comfortable. I say I just stood up. I said, God, I know fit again. I stood up and I walked out because I need to attend to some other things. Guys, what do you think? Did I do the right thing? Is it the correct thing to do? For me, I had other things to attend to, and I was already satisfied. Like I got what I needed to get from the service already. So I just had to move on. So, what do you guys think in the comments section? Let's talk about it.